Hello, hello, hello. Happy day to everyone. Welcome to the Fit and Freedom Project. Happy day, Miss Karen Purvis. Thank you for coming here today.
I am so happy to be here. You have no idea. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I'm so happy that you are here. I want everyone to know who you are. I'm going to read your bio. Karen is a certified integrative nutritional health coach, a dynamic public speaker, and a wellness specialist with a deep focus on senior health. I love that. While she has a diverse background in interior design and event planning, her true passion has been nutrition for over a decade. Karen is dedicated to helping individuals achieve optimal health and well being through a holistic approach, understanding the powerful connection between diet, lifestyle, and overall wellness. She works closely with her clients to develop personalized strategies tailored to their unique goals and their needs. And she specializes in empowering those with chronic illnesses to master self management in their daily lives. Welcome, Miss Karen.
Thank you for that. I am stoked to be here to be able to talk to people and, just let them know what's going on today.
Yes, my first question, I'm digging right in there because because this is an important topic, and as we continue to expand and evolve and get older, it's just important for us to focus on our well-being all the way around, right?
Right.
So, I want to know why and how did you turn your pantry into a sacred place of healing and transformation?
Wonderful question. I'm glad you used the name sacred because we're sacred beings. Our creator made us special divine beings. And
Mm,
as time goes on, we learn certain things in our lives, but sometimes we don't honor ourselves enough to know who we really are. And, late in my life, working for the government for 30 years and going through a whole lot of rules, regulations, and stress, I was going through that. And at the end of my tenure, when I was thinking of retiring, I had one of my coworkers approach me about food. And he just kept giving me written materials and just talking about food and how it's changing and all that. And at that time, I hadn't changed my diet. I tried to lose weight
mhm.
to do and using all these products. But
Yes.
then as I started reading what he was giving me, and he was copying pages of how to make this, how to make that, and I got interested to the point where I decided to go to school. I said, I'm going to school for nutrition once I retire, and I did. And
Wow.
I was really amazed at the specific principles that were said and taught about food. We have to understand the Creator gave us food for a reason.
Mm.
That reason is something that we're losing. And so as I became a health coach and I started giving workshops, this gentleman, I wasn't really a friend, he was a coworker. He came one time to my home to a workshop and wanted to, talk about things over coffee. And I realized he lived in my town. And then I moved to Atlanta because I needed some quiet and I needed to just kind of assess what I was going to do.
Mhm.
And I got a call from another coworker several years later that he passed away. And he
Mm.
was young. He was in his 50s. And he
Mm.
never expressed to me that he had any problems himself. And so I said to myself, wow, this is something because his purpose was to give me that knowledge. And I can't get rid of it. I tried to, not because
Yeah.
didn't want to do it, but I wasn't really interested, but I can't get rid of it. And I realized my purpose is to help people in this area. And I've been doing it for over 10 years. And I'm
That is good.
more than grateful to have that purpose and to use it on myself. It's not for me, but I
Yeah.
can, and I send out stuff constantly to people, just knowledge and information. So that's where I am. So sacred is the defined word that we need to apply to ourselves when it
Mhm.
comes to who we are in our bodies and keeping our bodies healthy. Because
Yeah,
God,
I like to agree. I totally agree with you. I like the word sacred too, the sacred pantry and understanding who we are makes a big difference in how we treat ourselves.
yeah,
A lot of times we just have false beliefs about ourselves. We
yeah,
really do.
hmm
And so, yeah, we don't see ourselves as this divine, extension of our creator. I do. I did not at first, but I do now. So yes, my practices have changed. So you were talking about being in the government and working in the government for 30 years, and really that's everybody's song and dance. We work somewhere for 30 years or 40
Yeah.
years, and we don't really take care of ourselves because
Right.
we give more than we have. We don't replenish. We don't know anything about self-care. And so
Hmm.
all we know about is doing, and staying in the routine that you have created for yourself. So it's good to see that you have created this space for holistic health. I'm all about it. I really am. Why do you focus so deeply on seniors?
Well, because I'm one. I'm one. I'm not going to say how far into it I am, but I am.
Well, you're a senior?
I'm,
Wow.
I'm hitting another decade. And I mean, the realization comes to me that
Mm,
there are just functions that you just can't continue as you expect to when you're younger.
yeah.
And right now I'm in a complex. I'm in an apartment complex. I'm going to go back home soon, but I walk four flights of stairs almost every day.
Oh, yes.
And not because I want to, because I didn't want to be up
Oh,
there. Oh no, that wasn't a choice. That was something where they said, sorry, what you wanted, we don't have. So we have to put you with what we have. And I don't want anyone over me because I needed the peace and quiet. That's why I came here. I didn't come here with really family or friends. I came here to just chill out. And so, being at this age, I'm realizing, okay, you can't do this and that and the other anymore. You
yeah.
need help. And I
Yeah.
know others
Yeah.
need help as well. And their help, the information they're getting isn't something that I can just hold to myself. I have to give information out and help people to understand some things about aging because we're all going to get there, right?
We're all gonna get there, and that's really good that you're not I mean, we're not here to hold any information to ourselves. We're here to share. We're here really as one big, huge family. We
Mhm.
just separate ourselves, based on, whatever things we separate ourselves for, but we're all one. So, yes, I'm glad. Yeah, we're all getting to be a senior. Listen, I was told that I was a senior. I got the senior rate at my rec center. I like that. You have to be over 55. So
Yeah,
they have lowered that of seniors, and I am a good looking senior. So, hey, I'll take it.
that you are. So, that's what people want to look good. They look at media all the time and they're comparing where they are with what they hear, what they see. You know what I mean? But sometimes we have to do a little more research on that because
Yes.
unfortunately, we're not getting the entire truth that we should be getting. And that's really
Right.
my purpose is to seek the truth and to give
Mhm,
that to people so they understand that we're all different. None of us are the same. I mean, you take a
mhm,
fingerprint, no one's fingerprint is the same. And we're
mhm.
not the same in terms of how we deal with food, what foods are good, what foods hurt some people, and what foods don't hurt
Yeah.
others. So
Yeah.
you have to research to understand who you really are. And it's a mind, body, and spirit connection. It's not
Yes.
just an area because you can think about your gut and your stomach and all that, but what about how you're thinking? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Spirit. I mean, it's all one connection. And we have to understand that we have to feed all three.
Yes, I was gonna say that. Just talk about the interconnectedness of it all. And it is mind, body, spirit, mind, body, soul, whatever. It is all connected.
It
How
is.
we feel in our relationship with food too. So do
Mm,
you find, yeah, it's like what kind of relationship do we have with food? I know growing up culturally in our culture, everything was really centered around food,
yes.
that's
Yes.
where we got together, and it's good. It's really good, but some of the food that we ate is just not good for us. While community and being with family and socializing, but we can make new traditions in terms of our food, and we can renegotiate our relationship with food. It doesn't have to be something that serves us, in a way that's comforting or whatever, but yeah, but that it serves us. Holistically, should I
That
say?
that is a perfect word to use because
Okay.
that's kind of where we're going based on what they're doing to food. I mean, food, you have
Yes.
industries. The industries are thinking about money. They're not thinking about health or whatever. And unfortunately, our doctors do what they need to do, our conventional doctors. However, they're taught a certain way. They're
Mm-hmm.
not taught to heal, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Medication doesn't heal. It just keeps you where you're at so you don't get worse. But the nutrition, as I said, our creator gave us that because we need the minerals, vitamins, and all that's in food to keep us thriving, to keep us nurtured, and to keep us with energy. And we somewhat lost that focus by looking at all those wonderful commercials on TV with the burgers and the cheese running down it, and I'm making you hungry.
Oh Lord,
I'm still
all
not
of
okay.
the cheese. I don't eat cheese anymore. I am done with cheese. I don't even eat cheese anymore. That's
Yeah,
over for me.
yeah,
I mean, I could never even see myself not eating cheese because I love cheese.
yes.
And I'm from Washington, D.C. So we used to have a place over at Eastern Market. I mean, a cheese counter from every place in the world. And you could just go and taste it. But
Man.
yeah, I don't even do dairy anymore. And my body actually I am a lot I have a lot less pain. I don't
Yep.
even have pain in my body, so I'm gonna take that back. Not less, but I don't have it where I had arthritis, and I am more agile. I move a lot better since I have taken dairy and white sugar out of my diet.
There you
I
go.
promise you. It has changed my life.
Well, you have to understand, and it's just common sense, really. I mean, milk is for the baby cows, just like
I know. I learned it. I went to a cooking class, a vegan cooking class. I mean, the way that man, the stuff that we do to our animals,
I
geez.
know. Well, you know what? I have a movie, and I want to share it the best way I can. And I get things on the other side of the fence. I get information, I get movies, and I get things that can't be shown socially on the media because it's too controversial. I
Yeah.
have a movie I purchased because I want to share it so badly with as many people who will listen. I'm not telling anybody what to do. But when you mention the way animals are being treated, that's the unhumane part of how we eat. We
And
don't,
then we ingest that. We ingest
yeah,
that trauma, the trauma,
all,
that yeah, because
all,
like they have a spirit, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like it's a living thing. So we
yes,
are, yeah, it makes you think about yourself and what you put in your body
yeah.
and how we're connected to the planet
Uh,
and living things and how we treat the planet and all of those things. We should be thinking about that now.
Well, we need to. We're just so involved, as you said, in our personal lives, what's going on, the ups and downs, and our
Yeah.
job, and, our relationships, and we're just distracted from the real deal. But they're not telling you all that you need to know either. And like I said, this movie is
No.
telling you about global warming. Global warming is much more in depth than what we're told. And a lot of the animals are creating that. The slaughtering of the animals and the getting rid of the rainforest just to accommodate them so that
Mm.
they can, and they're not grazing on grass as they should. That's another issue. But
Mhm.
so much is going on that level that we need to know because we will, a lot of us, not all of us, will change what we do on a daily basis.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I say congratulations to you in terms of not doing dairy because it impacts the animal a lot as well as us. Culturally, we're not made with the protein, casein, and lactose that's in it to absorb that protein, and it
Mm.
creates problems. But think about it: that milk is so the cow or the calf can gain over 1,000 pounds. It's
Mm.
for their structure, not for our structure.
Yeah, not for ours. It's for
Right,
their
right.
yeah, yeah.
Don't know that, and we won't think about that unless we're given information. So that's why I say I have information on that particular scenario. To
Well, I don't think that they want us to know that
tell,
because it all is a system that works together with, if we are sick, then we and they're not focusing on wellness and
mm-hmm,
only focusing on kind of maintenance,
mm-hmm,
then we keep, the cycle of whatever it is they want, like they want to capitalize off of it,
yeah,
then we keep that going for them. It's just small changes though. What kind of small changes? Because everybody's not going to be a vegan and really it's everybody's choice. We're not here to even try to convince anyone that's
nope,
watching to be a vegan or to stop eating meat
No.
or anything, but it is some certain changes that you can make and to improve your health. And
Mhm.
listen, I always talk to people, we talk about this, and people talk about their pain, and I'm like, I always share my story. I have to. I was like, you can get rid of it. And they like, no, no, I mean, I've been to the doc. No, you can get rid of it. And they're like, how? And I'm like, don't eat dairy and white sugar. And everybody's like this.
They stop talking, but they kind of know that
People
it has.
do kind of know. They do kind of know. They
Yeah.
just like it's just something that I guess is very comforting. I just loved it. I mean, I used to smoke cigarettes too, so I smoked
Me
until
too.
I don't. Did it?
Okay. Yep. We just have to learn. The main thing is education, okay?
Yeah,
Because you don't know what you don't know.
that's
And
true.
you know what I mean? And when you are exposed to some principles that no one's telling you,
Yeah,
it's about really, it's what we're not told. Because as you say, it's the industries. They're trying to make money. They're not thinking about health. And if they some of them are all in bed with each other. I mean, if we're not doing well,
that's
the
true.
insurance company works better. I mean, they're getting more more clients. The hospitals are getting more patients, and the pharmaceuticals, unfortunately, are running the schools for the medical, students. They're running the school. They are funding everything because
Mm-hmm.
it's prescriptions and their medicine that they want to put out there for people to use, and that's not health. And
But
health,
we
like
can take control of it. We
yes,
can take control of it. I am like, we can take control of our own health.
we
We
really
can't, yeah, we don't have to. You're a testament to that,
oh,
because I saw on your site, you were, how much weight did you lose?
oh my gosh. Before I left, I'm from Massachusetts. Before I left there, once I got out of school, I just realized some stuff. I stopped eating wheat because wheat's not like it used to be back in biblical times. It is not.
Mm,
They do things to food. They do things to the soil so that the food that is grown is not as nourishing and has what it needs to have. When I
yes.
got there's a book called Wheat Belly, and a doctor wrote that about what wheat does to you
Mhm, mhm.
today in these times. But when I left there, I had lost about 25 pounds, 30 pounds. And then when I came here, and I wasn't distracted much of at all, and I was getting involved in some scenarios where I was helping to teach and what have you. I continued to experiment on myself, and I just cut out so much stuff. There's so much that I don't eat. People say, "What the heck? What the
What do you
heck?"
eat? What do you eat? Food is overrated.
You know what I mean? It really is. And I lost more weight. Not even and I exercised, but not even exercising, more weight came off. And I
Mhm.
changed my diet, and now my body says, you know what, I like this, I like what you're feeding me. And you give your body
Yes.
3 weeks to a month for certain things, and you do it, you don't do it fast, you do it slowly. Your
Mhm.
body will get used to it, and it knows what it needs, and it knows what it has to have to heal and make you feel good. That's all it is to changing your diet. Give
Mhm.
yourself time and do it slowly, and your body will
Mhm.
say thank you, thank you, thank you, because that's what I need to get you to feel good, look good, be good, all that.
Yes, move better. Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right. I'm telling you, because it's just certain things that I know because I have removed them from my diet.
Yeah.
But there were certain things that was happening, and I just, of course, I didn't attribute it to the food that I was eating. At first
You
I did it,
you
but
wouldn't.
now that I have removed those certain things, I'm like, man, that had everything to do with cheese. That had everything to do with ice cream.
Um,
But there are alternatives though. Honestly though, Karen, there plant-based cheese is good to me. It's not something that I'm just like muscling myself through because I don't have to eat it, but there are really, really, really good plant-based alternatives. There are so many vegan chefs that make food palpable. Now, I'm even doing some cooking. I do a lot of beans and tofu. I'm learning how to marinate and do tofu. I'm so proud of myself because
you should be. You should be because it's not an easy thing to do. And I will tell you though, vegan foods. The alternatives are good, but there are apps now we can use that can help us
Mhm,
all kinds of scenarios. There's an app called Yuka, Yuka, that analyzes whatever you purchase and
mhm.
store, you can you can rate it, you can review it. They have a barcode. You put on a box, a bag, anything with a barcode. It will tell you from fair, not from fair, from poor to excellent, the food that you want to purchase. Not, your greens or things that are
Yeah.
produce, but
Yeah.
packaged foods, because still packaged foods have to have preservatives to stay on the shelf. But this
Mhm.
app is amazing. If you have no idea, no one reads labels anymore. No one reads labels anyway. Plus, take a word and they'll
But
substitute it.
look, Karen, my mother, listen, my mother, her little sweet self,
Oh,
my mother will be 80 this year,
oh, God
next
bless.
month, actually. And she has Alzheimer's, and she still looks good and does very well to be in the stage of Alzheimer's that she's in. But the
Really?
one thing she taught us is to read a label. My mother read labels before it was even popular. We were younger. I'm like, who reads labels?
Nobody.
But my mother was. I mean, I'm 57,
Wow.
I'll be 58. My mother been reading labels like when we were 12 and 9.
God bless.
So that is etched in my head. Some of the stuff that I don't even see on the label. If it's got too many things in the label that I cannot pronounce, then I don't even want to get it.
There you go. And that's the key. You don't, and
Yes.
then they take words like maltodextrin. That means something different than what it's saying. You got to read between the lines because they will
Yeah.
hide things so that you won't be directed to, oh, I don't want to buy that, too much sugar, too much salt, or whatever. But they have other words to call those things. So
Mhm.
this app will rate your food. It'll tell you how many additives are in there. It'll tell you the
That's
salt,
good.
the fat, everything. And it will guide you because, yes, these vegan foods are alternatives are great, but not all of them are because some of them are made in factories and they want to
Mhm.
make it taste as good as the actual food, which is hard to do with a vegan food sometimes. But you can be misled a little bit by not knowing what's in it. And
Yeah,
if you
and that's
at least know what's in it so you can make a choice.
yes, yes. So you can make an educated choice. That's what
Ab-
I say.
ab-
Exactly, an informed one.
an
So
informed choice, yes, because people out here trying to make money. This is a country that's all about money, all about what we
yes,
the other
the
countries.
almighty dollar, right?
Oh, who are you saying? In these other European countries, I have friends who have been to several countries and they're saying their food is so different.
It's different. All you have to do is go travel over there, and you wonder why. Oh, it's not okay over there, but it's okay over here.
Right, because they ban things that we still use in this country. They
Yeah, yeah.
that we shouldn't be eating or putting in our food. So, there's a lot going on with food, but I encourage people to be more conscientious about what you're feeding yourself because again, you can't substitute it with medication and you can't some people take medication to say now I can eat what I want because now I'm
Yeah,
taking medicine.
you. Yes, that is so true. That's not the way to do it, people.
No,
My
no,
lovely dear ones, that is not the way to do this.
it really isn't. You don't do that. You don't substitute and think
Yeah,
meds are going to help you because they're going to help you in some way, but it's limited. Food
yeah.
is what it is, and you got to get back to basics. I'm telling you,
You do,
really
and just a-
basics.
again, it's got to do with to your relationship to food. Like, what are you using food for? If you're using it to comfort you and fill
Yeah.
some voids and change your system, belief systems, then you're gonna have those outcomes, and that's just the truth about it. But what do you offer?
Oh,
So
you
yeah,
need
what does the Sacred Pantry offer? I saw some. You got courses up there, assessments and stuff for people. Do you your work? So you are in Atlanta, but you do virtual assessments. And
yes, yes.
okay, so tell us what you do.
And you just read my mind because I was saying, let me just say what I offer and how I
Yes.
approach everything. Yes, I will do a free coaching class for anybody who wants to just have a conversation and talk about where they are and what they're planning to do. My purpose isn't to tell you, you should do this, you should do that, you should do the other. My first purpose is to listen. And I need to listen in terms of where you are emotionally with your life. If you do use food for comfort, if you do use food because you crave certain things, I need to know the whys. Because knowing the whys will allow me to better serve you. I'm not here to be a dictator in terms of what you should eat. We all eat what we like to eat. Food is comforting. Food includes culture, it includes family, it includes, helping you to feel better. Food is wonderful. And we have to like food to eat it because we don't eat it, we can't survive. but we want to survive in the right way. So I do initial consultations. Those are free. They would be about 45 to 50 minutes. And then once I assess what your needs are and what you decide you want to do, then I program our togetherness with what I think can help you. And we'll definitely ask you what will work better for you in terms of changing your lifestyle, which is what it is. It's a change in lifestyle. And a change in lifestyle is not easy because now you have to look at what you do a whole lot differently and make certain adaptations to it. But being adaptive to food is a slow process. If you want to lose weight, you don't want to lose it too quickly, because if you do that and not know why you're doing it and how you're doing it, then after the session's over, maybe it'll be 6 months or whatever, and it's over, you may go back to the same habits. So that's why lifestyle is so important, to get rid of the habits that you have done. I also teach people with information, those who may not be ready. I have ebooks on every kind of subject you can think of when it comes to holistic living. And that's meaning not only food, but just how you're living mentally, just how you're living spiritually. I also coach on those levels as well, because coaching on well-being and health is not just your stomach and what you eat. It has to do with your mind. It has to do how you think. Your thinking is your power. Your power will lead you to what you will do and how you will live your life. So your thinking is very important. And if you're negative in a lot of things, that I try to change that as well. I get into meditations and different things like that just to train your mind how to think. Because, like, again, your thinking will rule how you eat. Your thinking will rule how you think about yourself, which is the spiritual part of yourself. We're not just skin and bones and a body. This doesn't last forever. It's temporary. We are spiritual beings as well. And you can operate in the spiritual part of yourself while you're here. And that alone will help you to make changes for your body, because your spirit has to live there. And if you don't have your body, your spirit has nowhere to live. Your spirit has nowhere to live. And when your spirit has nowhere to live, you can't continue. So you have to look at it as a three-way package. The mind has to be taught how to think. Your body has to be taught how to digest your food and how to utilize the best foods for yourself. And your spirit needs to understand how you think about yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you want to do the best for yourself? That's very important. So that's pretty much what I do. I go through all of those things, and I have programs. My program, the first one, has to do with understanding nutrition. There's a lot in nutrition that we don't know, and we're not taught anything about nutrition. Unfortunately, the doctors don't know either. They were only taught maybe an hour or two in the 4 to 6 years that they're in school for their doctorship. So the doctors can't teach you that. There are holistic doctors out there that deal with the functioning of your body, so they understand how food works with the function of your body. But a lot of them don't take, most of them don't take insurance. So that's difficult, because you have to have a deep pocket sometimes to deal with functional physicians. And so I know all of this, and so I try to educate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Books and
Mm-hmm.
ebooks, different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in depth. It's pretty simple, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
here really to serve. That's my main purpose. And I'm not off the chain in terms of charging a whole bunch of money. No, because this is my purpose, and my purpose is help. And I can't get rid of the purpose, and that's okay because I get gratification. I am
Well, and it's not even about it's, but there is a cost, and we pay for what we want. That's it.
absolutely, absolutely.
Bottom line. Yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. Your time is important, and your superpower is important, and you are helping to save lives. That's how I look at it.
And so I will, I'll work with people, because again, the government's taking care of me. They gave me so much stress and craziness that I was like, oh, I'm going to take care of myself now, but you're taking care of me while I'm doing it. And they are. So
Yeah.
my livelihood isn't based on money, 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 because they're
Right.
that. So I can negotiate with people. I can help people in whatever
Yes.
they want to be in, because some people just can't afford to do a lot. They can't even afford to eat properly.
Yes, food is so expensive. Every time I go in there, I'm like, how are people eating?
Uh, and they want you to eat the McDonald's and all the fast food. That's what's keeping you sick.
Yeah, we have to get back to cooking. I mean, I did not enjoy cooking. I mean, I don't enjoy it. I mean, okay, let me go back.
Okay.
Let me retrace that. I
Hmm.
put my music on and my ancestors show up, and that's when I enjoy cooking.
I,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. And then I really do. I have been getting into it more. I did not enjoy it before. But
Mm,
now creating the foods and kind of playing around with them, and I can get in my zone. It's
hmm.
just not like I'm not a chef. People who deal with food and they're a chef, they love that. They
Right.
love making food. That's not me. I do it to live.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's okay because I get that too. I'm not even one either, even though I did food demos and things, but they were simplistic type of eating. You know what I mean? Involved in a whole bunch of stuff. And one thing I found, I just have to tell people this. Well, I just have to say this. I went to my cousin's house. I went to a funeral. It wasn't really pleasant, but I went there for the funeral, but then to reconnect with my cousins. And she had these seasonings, and she's not a cook, but oh my gosh. There, McCormick is a main
Yeah.
seasoning. They have this sister on there that has these seasonings without the salt. And I was just dumbfounded because she's with McCormick and she
Really?
has her on it. Her name is Tabitha Brown.
Oh
See,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
Yeah, yes. Of course we know everybody does. She's all over the place.
well,
But so she has a deal. She's with McCormick.
yep. So go on
Yay.
and
McCormick
make sure
smartened
that
up.
was going to Amazon. You'll see her.
Great. Yeah, we know Miss Tabitha Brown. Everybody knows her. So that's good. Yeah, McCormick has smartened up and
Yes,
is connecting with the right people. Yes. I'm glad to hear that.
check that out. Yep, because salt is not our friend, and we have to be careful with salt because most of us we have high blood pressure and some of these issues and stuff like that. I came here with diabetes, and it was in my genes, and my
Mhm.
diabetes doesn't want to go away. A lot of people have it, millions of people have that, but it's a lifestyle type of thing where you can just eat basic.
Yeah.
It can go away.
Yeah,
Um,
it can go
Mine
away.
won't go away too well because it just went off the chain. But I'm doing everything to honor myself and get rid of all
Yes.
things that are trying to hang around.
Well,
But
you look good.
well, thank you. I am a vegan and been a vegan for a while, and my body's used to it. Even though I have cravings now and then, but I don't run
What
after
do
them.
you crave? Cheese?
Huh?
What do
Huh?
you crave?
Um, mm, I never ate a lot of meat, but I love chicken. I love, 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 love chicken.
Yeah, I did. I ate chicken. I mean, I'm not gonna crave anything. I'm just
Right.
not gonna eat meat, cheese anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
when I live in Panama too, so when I go back to Panama, I can't wait to eat a piece of fish. It's fresh
Yeah.
off the ocean. It's beautiful. It tastes good. It's different. So yeah, I mean, I just probably 5% of my diet may that might even be too high is plant protein. I mean animal protein. I
Mm-hmm.
just yeah, I just don't care for it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And but like I said, your body will tell you also. It's
If
not
you
like
need if you want
mine,
it,
huh?
you saying your body will tell you like if you want it, if you craving some
Well,
um
I only crave when I see it, really. I don't
oh,
buy any products. I don't buy cheese. Let me tell you what I don't do. Only because I follow people who are so into who know exactly how food affects you. I don't
mm,
eat any meat products. I don't eat eggs. I don't do dairy. I don't even cook with oil anymore because oil, and a lot of people want to lose weight, but you have to understand what the fat is.
in
Oils,
the oil. I know.
oils, and that's processed too.
That's true. That is
So
so
I
true. That's all
froth
my
most of the time.
in what? In what?
I froth when I do my onions
Oh
and
yeah.
peppers like that.
Yes. Yes.
And I just make an effort. I am conscientious of what I'm doing. When you're conscientious of what you're doing, then you will think a little more clearly than acting on what you're used to doing.
Mhm.
Have to change
Mhm.
that, you know what I mean? So I'm doing pretty well. I'm putting together recipes and I'm finding things all of a sudden because I'm clearing my mind too. And my mind and my spirit are kind of collaborating together and bringing things to me.
Yeah, yeah.
When you clean your body, that's how your body works.
And I love the fact that you said we are not our minds, we're not our bodies. We are more than we are spirits.
We are
We are
spirit.
spirits having a human experience.
There you go, girl.
This is God. This is God having a Debbie experience. Okay. This is God having a Karen experience. So we are spirits having this human experience, and we are offering you solutions to help you through this. That's the reason why I created the Fear to Freedom. Well, I created the Fear to Freedom Project just to face my fears. And then it just started to morph. It's doing what it's doing. And I love it because we get to highlight the superpowers of so many people and educate people about health and wellness and all the other topics that I bring here. So
Mm.
I want to, we're wrapping up now, and you are welcome back here anytime. You are, you
Oh,
and your sacred pantry.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I just feel I have so much to give. I wasn't making this a priority in my life. And then something said, you can't do anything else. You are here for this purpose. And once
Mm,
I committed to that, things just started coming to me. Things
mm,
started coming to
mm.
me. I don't have to chase anything.
I know, I know. I love that, Karen. I love that. You are just saying it, girl. Yes, you don't have to chase anything. That's when it runs away.
That's
Just
right.
relax. Yeah,
And it's
just relax. Yeah.
a way for it to come to you. Just
Mm.
honor who you are, honor the universe and God and who put you here. And He will give you
Yes.
your heart's desires. I mean,
Mm.
you
You
will get.
are speaking the truth. Yes, I love it. I'm serious. That makes me feel so good because this is what that's how I practice my life now. I didn't know it was something different. So, my mindset has shifted as well. So, my final question I like to ask everyone, what are you most excited about in life right now? What are you most
Mm.
excited?
Well, I'm excited at this purpose in my life. I'm telling you, well, I wasn't going to say it, but I am 70. I'll be 70 this coming Sunday on the, well, this Monday on the 19th. And I am just grateful, first of all. I'm so grateful that I made the commitment to my purpose because, as I said, my purpose led me to just see the whole of myself, to honor myself, and to be blessed and thankful that I am here feeling pretty good. As I was saying, I'm in a apartment where I have to walk 4 flights of stairs. I don't go out every day, but I'm out most of the time. And that has served me. And I'm grateful I can do that, even though things have to change. But I'm looking to just increase my total health and wellness. And I'm just not talking about my body, I'm talking about my mental capacity and my spiritual capacity. We all get closer to the spirit in our lives where you take that transition and you take it more seriously than you did in your younger years. And I'm beginning to do that. I'm taking it more seriously. I'm understanding the power that I have. My power is not in my fists or not in my physical body, but it's in my mind and in my spirit. And I'm using my power now to assess the things that have always been on my bucket list and I just want to do. And I can do it because I'm pretty healthy and I'm pretty well. I can walk okay. I can function good. I can think well. And that all comes with feeding myself nutritionally. And that is what I'm trying to help others because we don't want to lessen our time here. We have a purpose here and we want to enjoy the life that we always thought about. And you can do it. You can do it, but you have to honor your body. You have to give it what it needs. And then your body will work for you and take you where you got to go. I'm going to write an ebook about how we take care of cars and how we take care of our bodies. They're aligned.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
The message, believe me, because you'll take care of your car much better than you'll take care of your body. Okay.
You have such a beautiful message, and you
Thank
have
you.
every reason to be excited about life. You do. You look very well. You are serving humanity, and I really appreciate you. I'm glad that I saw you. I'm so happy that we met and that you came here. You just really filled up my cup today. You really
Oh,
did. You filled my vessel. Hmm.
thank you. Thank you. That
Yeah.
makes me more than you can imagine. So thank you
Yeah.
for me and offering me this opportunity because it's great to talk about it and to let people know there's hope. There's always hope. Never, never, never give up. I
No, never give up, people. We
know.
can't give up. We when you give up, you're saying like you thumbing your nose up at God, like
Yeah.
at your creator, like you couldn't do it, like I'm giving up. This is not good enough, right? And that's kind of how I think about it. But yes, we cannot give up. And I know that you enjoyed this segment today because I
Oh,
really did. We're talking about the sacred pantry and the sacredness of food and our sacred existence here,
yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
exist and you matter because you exist, nothing else. You don't have to do anything else just because you exist.
That's
So, all right. Well, thank you so much. If this is your first time checking out the Fear to Freedom Project,
yeah.
subscribe and like and join, share
Absolutely.
it.
You've been a
Yes.
you've been a great host, and I love how you interacted with your experiences and what you're doing. I mean, it's a wonderful conversation. Conversations like this could just take off, and you
Yes.
forget the time because you're sharing. So I just want people to share their scenario. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't try to compare yourself with anybody. Just
Mm-mm.
know who you are, and just elevate yourself and love yourself, and you'll have the best life ever if you just
Yes, that's the truth.
yourself. Not your ego, but the spirit.
Yes. I concur. All right. We are out of here. Peace and love.
Thank you.